You literally could have taken any kid off the corner. But you chose me. Why?
These fools in the streets acting like they got something to prove. They only want to hustle for the money and the flash. But not you. You're special.
Welcome to Atlanta. We've got everything you could ever want. Culture, style, and of course, music. But if you look deeper, there's a whole other side you've never seen before. Welcome to my world. I've been working these streets since I was 11. Gave people jobs when there were no jobs. I swapped cash for crypto and redefined the hustle. I choose my crew wisely. Scatter, that's my mentor.
I know you miss your favorite student.
Miss kicking your ass.
Georgia, she's my inspiration.
You can be whatever you want to be.
And Eddie, that's my soul.
Everything is moving smooth like butter. Priest, you're a genius.
You've been operating under the radar. All of that's about to change.
Hi, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man. And Friday night, the 15th of June, I had the opportunity to see a remake of a movie back from the 70s called SUPERFLY. And those of you who have not ever seen the original SUPERFLY, I'd have to say you're not missing much. It is a little bit of a dated movie, so it was about time for a remake. Kind of like, the Shaft remake that was made later with Samuel L. Jackson. Now, remember our rating scale. This shock a thumbs up. I recommend it. It's good to see. Shock a thumbs down. It's bad to see. It's junk. I don't recommend it. And, well, for SUPERFLY, I have to say it is a shock a thumbs up. Now, this stars Trevor Jackson, Lex Scott Davis, Rick Ross, and Jason Mitchell. And it is an amazingly good updated story. I kind of compared it a little bit to, say, like New Jack City, just in the fact that there were so many new people and it was such a updated kind of storyline. Now, for those who have seen the original, I have seen the original, but not back in the 70s. It was there on video with a friend of mine during the mid-'80s that I had seen it. And, very much like this movie, I think they're hoping to make, kind of a, follow-up movie to this, because there was a whole bunch of, like, Superfly movies after this. Superfly and, like, Jamaica or something like that, I forget the titles, but, basically, he survives the end of the movie and goes ahead and moves on to other movies doing very much similar things. Now, in the 70s, fly was a hip word that was used to kind of say, if you look it up in the dictionary, one of the third ways down, the adjective is to be like ingenious, smart, clever. And so to be super fly would be to be that much more clever, that much more ingenious. And basically, Trevor plays a drug dealer working for someone. And this pretty much follows the original. And he is so good, he is so smart, so clever, so fly, so super fly, in fact, that he is, able to operate this large kind of drug den dealership right under everybody's noses. The police don't know about him. Other members of the city government don't know about him. He keeps everything and his people all under wraps as much as possible. No flashy jewelry, he says. No driving super expensive cars like Lamborghinis. You see him compared off against another drug dealer, drug lord in this movie that is kind of his competition, and they are so flashy, they are so over the top that, you know, it is even stated by police that, you know, we have these guys under investigation, however, we had never heard of you until a certain accident occurs, which I won't spoil. But essentially, you know, events come and transpire very much like the original, where he is tired of this life. Him and his girlfriend, he wants out of it. It is too dangerous. And so he wants to basically leave this drug business. But of course, it's not up to him. It is up to his overall boss, as he is not the kingpin of the drug lord, but a dealer working for him. So he goes ahead and makes his own deal with the Colombians, kind of pushing out his boss, his mentor, so that he could get more income, move more product, cocaine in this case, you know, on a much higher volume, still staying under the radar of everyone, so that he could make that much more quicker to get out of the business and leave town, leave this business, so that he and his girlfriend can be safe. So essentially that is it in the nutshell. So of course this has all the ramifications of being a smooth, sophisticated drug crime movie, along with, you know, the action of dirty cops, the action of other drug lords, the action of, say, like Narcos, with dealing with the Colombian cartels. So it has all that intrigue and all that action, and it is so well done and so well shot, taking place there in Atlanta. You really get a feel for him, you know, and of course, you know, this is not to condone drug use or the drug trade in any style or fashion. However, but he does it in such a well manner that, you know, you look at him as kind of the hero. He is definitely the hero of the story. But also, you know, because he does have a moral code, he does have, you know, his own rules that he lives by, and fair and just, you know, to the extent that he watches out for his people, that he doesn't want to stir up trouble, that he's not just in it for the money. And that's the major factor in this. And so you get a very well detailed, very well capturing the sexiness and of the 70s in this, as he has a girlfriend and another girl on the side. So, you know, you do get a lot of that, you know, machismo, I guess, is the word that I can best use to describe this. And his actions in this. And, you know, he does know martial arts, so he is pretty good, proficient on the streets when it comes to dealing with other criminals, other drug lords. And he is Superfly in the fact that he turns the tables on some dirty cops that seem to have him stuck where he is while he's trying to escape this life and get out. He turns the tables on them, showing that he truly is Superfly. And it does set it up for another movie in the future. And I could see them coming out with this. Definitely this is, I would say, the best fare of this weekend overall, especially if you're looking for a rated R action oriented movie. This is your best bet right here, you know, because it does have a lot of shootouts, some vehicle chases, and again, some martial arts activity. So it does play overall, along with the sexiness. If you want to take your girlfriend, your boyfriend to see this and, you know, get a little steamy there. In fact, it does happen in this movie. And so overall, I got to give it a strong shock and thumbs up for that. I was very surprised. I wasn't expecting much, having seen the original back on videotape in the 80s of the 70s remake. And so I'm very glad that it came out much, much better than the remake of Shaft back in the early 90s. All right, thank you so much. Again, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, giving Superfly, the remake, a shock of thumbs up. Go ahead and check it out, especially at the matinee or $6 at Regal on Tuesday, Wednesday over at Consolidated. Well, I mean, Consolidated on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and Mondays for $7. And you can't go wrong with this movie. Definitely go ahead and check it out. All right, thank you so much. This is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, saying aloha.